Hey guys, I am back. It has been 3-4 weeks, I believe, since I got back from Alaska that I have done a video. And as usual, I'm on a little bit of a time crunch. I actually have my dress alteration appointment today at 4 and it's 2:45 and I probably need to leave 3:30 or so. So I've got a lot going on today. I wanted to do my makeup before my dress alterations because I'd like to see how I look with my makeup on, with my dress on and everything. And then I have to go pick up something off of Facebook Marketplace later. And then we have a 8 o'clock dinner for a friend, a birthday dinner. And it's gonna be a surprise for her. So I also wanted to do my makeup for that. So, nothing crazy special. There is a couple of new products that I bought that I have not tried yet. So those are gonna be, today will be my first time trying out a couple of these new products that I got lured into from TikTok, and they just made it sound like the greatest thing, so of course I had to go buy it, and I'm gonna try it out. So first of all, I wanted to share with you what my daytime regimen is in the morning for skincare. Got a little breakout here right now, which is fairly rare for me these days, but it still happens from time to time. So I've already done my skincare regimen this morning since it's in the afternoon now, but this is what I start with in the morning. It's a acid and this L'Oreal 3.5 pure glycolic acid cleansing gel. This was a recommendation of a dermatologist. So I use that in the morning, followed by a vitamin C serum. This one is the Timeless Skincare 20% vitamin C serum. And then after that, I use a moisturizer. The one that I use today is the e.l.f. fragrance-free Holy Hydration. And then I always follow it up with a little bit of sunscreen. So this is the one I have been using. It is a tinted moisturizer. When I'm using this, because I know I'll be outdoors, I don't use as much as that of this because this is also a moisturizer. So this is the Dermatology Universal Tinted Moisturizer SPF 46. So I use that. That's, I don't always use this, but I try to remember, to keep from getting those age spots. So I've already used all that. So I'm just going to go right in with a primer. This is a new primer. It is a NYX Plump Right Back. I have with electrolytes. I have used this a time or two, but I definitely wouldn't use it with my sheen makeup because it is extremely moisturizing and my sheen makeup is already kind of oily, greasy, so I wouldn't use it with that. But I'm going to use my Estee Lauder Double Wear today, so this should be fine. So it's definitely really moisturizing. I don't really know what I completely think of it yet because I've only worn it a time or two, but we're going to go with this today. I'm just going to put some, biggest problem area is definitely the 11 lines for me. So I like to make sure the forehead's nicely moisturized. Let's get under the eyes. I'm just so busy with wedding stuff and it's 7 weeks away. Tomorrow will be 7 weeks away and I'm freaking out that I'm not gonna get everything done. So far so good. I went up to where the venue was last weekend and ordered my wedding cake and a few other things and got a rehearsal dinner place and trying to just tie up some last minute things. I've got all the decorations that I made myself and all the bouquets that I made myself, and I pretty much made everything myself because I'm pretty crafty and I love doing that kind of stuff. So okay, so I got my primer. Today I've got a little bit of tanner on my face, not a ton, so I'm gonna mix two colors of my Estee Lauder Double Wear. Let me get them. So I'm mixing 4C1 Outdoor Beige, which is what I use when I'm pretty tan, and then 2CO Cool Vanilla, which is what I use when I'm really pale. So I'm going to combine the two since I do have a little bit on. So I'm kind of on the in-between colors. And of course, I'm going to use my favorite LA Girl Pro Color foundation mixing pigment to get some of that golden tones out of it. I'm sorry, my dog's in here and she has very bad allergies, so if you hear some snorting and sneezing, that's her. She has been following me everywhere lately. So she's not very graceful. So I'll just put a little bit of that pigment in there, like that. Just mix it in with the foundation. A little bit blue. So we see, still see some of that blue. Okay. And I do know some of you requested like eyeshadow tutorial, and I'm probably gonna stop this video a few times so I don't run it 50 minutes long. And but I will show you the eyeshadow since a couple of you have requested that I do an eyeshadow tutorial. So here's my trusted Amazon brush that I pretty much use for everything as far as my face makeup goes. Y'all, I had a huge scare with my dress a couple weeks ago. You know, I picked it up back in April, and I've been working out like a mad woman since January. But the only downside to that, I wouldn't say it's a downside, but is you tend to gain, you know, some bulk because I'm lifting heavy weights, and I have dropped a pant size, but I haven't really dropped any weight because I'm building muscle. And so I kept my dress in my closet for 4 months, and alterations were around the corner. I was like, I better get it out and try it on. Y'all, I tried it on and I could not zip that sucker. I could not zip it. I was freaking out. You know, it was a little over 2 months to the wedding, and I couldn't get my dress on. I do think there was a sizing issue because the bust was measuring like 6 inches smaller than it was supposed to be. So I think it was like David's bridal issue with sizing was wrong. But anyway, I couldn't get it up and I was freaking out. I needed a bigger size and they had to reorder it, and they were telling me it may not be until like August 26th, and that is like 5 weeks to the wedding, and I'm like, oh my God. And luckily it came in Wednesday, and I have alterations today, so we're all good. But I couldn't even sleep that night that I realized it wasn't gonna zip up, so thankfully I got that fixed. I'm gonna go with my tried and true Makeup Forever cream palette, which is is my favorite thing with the my contour and blush. So just gonna kind of just put it all around. I am gonna use my setting spray to spread it. Just seems to spread easier. Let's go ahead. The good thing is the new dress that came in, it's like a glove. It's perfect. The only thing that's gonna need to probably be altered is the length. And I'm possibly gonna add some cups so I don't have to wear like an extremely uncomfortable strapless bra, which y'all can probably agree that when you're kind of busty like myself, right? No such thing as a comfortable strapless for people like me. So I may have them add some cups in it, and that probably is all I'm gonna need. So I'm gonna take my brush and 2-3 sprays, and it just helps me to blend that contour a little bit easier. I'm gonna put a little bit more, maybe another 2 sprays. I apologize for the delay. I'd like to get videos out sooner than every 3 weeks, but just haven't time. Now, you know, I work in the real estate world, and house prices are starting to drop. For all of you out there looking to buy, which I'm in the market to buy, wait about 2-3 more months. They're starting to drop, and they're going to continue down that path, but it is hurting my job. So I haven't had a lot of work, so I actually had a little bit of time today because wasn't too busy. Well, I am still busy today, but like work-wise, it's not too bad. But I am about to start school to get my esthetician license towards the end of the year after the wedding. And that was one of the big reasons why I did. I knew my job is so market dependent. I just covered that little bit of acne up. And I just couldn't handle the instability. And of course, you know, I love skincare and I love makeup. So thought this was a good time to go back to school. So I'm going to start going. It's going to take about a year for me to complete the course, but I'm excited because I know this is something I could do long term. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with I think it's like a dark cherry color, but it's my favorite blush. So I'm going to just tap that on. There we go. And one of the new products I am going to test out today is, let's see, Nikkia Joy, her finishing powder. Remember the exact, it is the Velvet finishing powder. I keep seeing that pop up on my Instagram, and I've seen it on TikTok, and everyone just, you know, if you watch some of my other videos, I can't stand having greasy face or oily face, so it's supposed to really help with the oils. So we'll go ahead and test it out today and see how it holds up. So here it is. I have never used it. This is the first time I'm opening it. See, used. So this will be a first impression on this powder. So go in with a little bit in the top. Start with my under eyes. Doesn't seem like you need a whole lot. My fluffy brush from Amazon. This is just like the same brush. So far I like the texture. It's definitely taking any kind of shine off of my face. I want to see how it compares to my $6 Wet n Wild Photo Focus translucent powder, since it's so cheap, and this is 3 times the price, if not more. But let's see if it is worth it. Okay, so we're already at 14 minutes. I'm going to cut this off for just a second, and I'm going to put some highlight on and prime my eyelids, and then I will be back to give you an eyeshadow tutorial. So I'll be back in just a moment. Hey everybody, I'm back. I went ahead and put my highlight on. I did my brows and I primed my eyelids, and so I want to go ahead and give you this eyeshadow tutorial. So I usually use, for the base of the eyeshadow, I did already prime my eyelids and set with powder, but I use usually one of these kind of fluffy brushes. They're very similar in size, and I use that for the base of the eyeshadow, and usually just use, let's see if I can find it here, just this Urban Decay brush. It's got kind of like a flat end and then kind of like a tapered end. So I am going to be using one of my all-time favorite eyeshadow palettes, and that is the Naked Heat. I have used this so many times. I've probably had it at least a year, and it's quite used, but I get the most compliments when I wear this one, so it is one of my favorites, and it also matches my wedding colors, which are cinnamon and burnt orange and ivory. So I may use this on my wedding day. I actually have a makeup artist and hairstylist doing my hair that day. It's actually my soon-to-be niece. She owns her own salon, and she actually does extensions, which I am gonna get next month. So I'm gonna have much longer hair soon, much thicker, much longer. Never actually had any kind of extensions outside of clip-in extensions. So I'm kind of excited. These are gonna be like sewn in and stuff. So, and they're supposed to last up to 2 years. It's quite the investment, but I think it's worth it for my special day. So we're gonna go ahead and go in right away with He Devil. Is probably the color that I use the most, and just dab that in there, kind of go all over my eyelid. This. And kind of maybe concentrate it a little bit in the crease. Leave your brow bone open there. Don't put any color on that. And do the same on this lid. So I kind of hope my soon-to-be niece has these colors. I'm sure she does. She's also a makeup artist. But if not, I would probably use this palette on my wedding day since it's gonna match my colors, and I'm getting married in October in the fall, so it's really pretty fall colors. And it's by far the palette I use more than any palette. Okay, so got that on. And I'm gonna go in with this Urban Decay brush and use the tapered end, and I'm gonna go with Ashes, which is like a brown, a little bit of red to it. I'm just gonna dab that tapered end, kind of go about 1/4 of the way into my crease, and then dab it on the corner as well. And then I'm gonna use the other end to blend it. Trying to look into the camera, but at the mirror at the same time. So I'm gonna blend, put a little bit more in the corner. Get a little bit more. All right. This. I am about to go get my dress altered. Y'all had the biggest scare with my dress recently, so I tried it on back in March, purchased it, came in April, ended up hanging it up in my closet, didn't try it on. And, you know, fit great in the stores. So I figured no need to try it on. So I just hung it up in my closet in April. And I've been working out like a mad woman at the gym 5 days a week. And I've been, you know, not only toning up, but bulking up a little in my back and shoulders for all the lifting I've been doing. So alterations were around the corner. So I decided a couple weeks ago to get my dress out, try it on. And the freaking thing didn't zip. I almost freaked out. It would not zip. So I haven't gained any weight. It's just lifting and bulking up and getting muscles on me that the thing wouldn't zip up. So I am freaking out. My wedding's October 8th. So I've got less than 2 months at this point. At that point, I had a little over 2 months. So luckily I got it in there, returned it for the next excuse me, next size up, and it came back in on Wednesday right before my alterations appointment today. So I'm like, oh, I didn't even sleep when I realized the night that I tried it on that it didn't fit. I was like, oh my God. But it all worked out, so I'm hoping that it'll need minimal alterations because this one fit pretty perfectly. So usually I would maybe take a glitter glue and go in with a glitter color in the palette, but these are kind of on the darker side. So I really like, of course, my favorite, which is this CoverGirl Exhibitionist liquid glittery eyeshadow. I think I'm going to use the color 4. It's a goldish color, and I think it goes really well with this palette. So I'm just going to go ahead and use that this time. Trying to do it so y'all can see. Just put it on the lid. Don't put it in the crease. Don't put it on the corner. Dark color. You want to avoid those areas. Okay. And then I take the tapered end of my Urban Decay brush. Blend. Just blend in the crease and at the corner. And then I'm going to take the flat end and get some of that He Devil underneath my eye. And a tiny bit of ashes that I put in the corner. It's pretty dark, so I don't need a lot. All right, so I'm going in with a little tapered brush. I think it is a BH Cosmetics little tapered brush. So I'm gonna use that with just some highlight, a lighter highlight color, like about that color. And I'm gonna pop it in the corner. This in the corner. And in the brow bone. And go ahead with my liquid eyeliner. A little line of that on there. So I'm gonna look in my mirror for just a minute. All right, now I'm gonna try a brand new mascara. I just took it out of the package. I have not tried it yet. It is the Milani highly rated anti-gravity mascara that I have seen all over TikTok as like the holy grail mascaras, and I've probably got a million mascaras. So I will be completely honest to you with what I think about it. One thing you're gonna learn here on my channel is I'm honest no matter what. I've got quite a bit of backlash from Saint makeup users when I gave my honest opinion on what I thought of it. You like it, great, but for me personally, I still don't love it. It's still very greasy, and I have to take a lot of extra steps to get it less greasy. And for the price point we're at for that, it's just, I just don't think I should have to take all these extra steps for it to be less greasy, and the staying power has not worked for me either. But I know so many of you love it out there, and that's awesome, and everybody has different skin types, different preferences, what they do and don't like. So but I've got quite a bit of backlash about my honest opinion on the Saint makeup, but I will always be honest with you no matter what. So here we go. Let's see what the hype is about. Pretty thin brush. I'm gonna probably do maybe 2 to 3 coats just to see. So where you can see. Okay. So far, so good. So that's one coat. I'm gonna go in for a second. Not too shabby. That's two coats. It's pretty nice. It's pretty lengthening. This is my all-time favorite, the All Essence Lash Princess. It's like $5 or $6 and it's awesome. So I'm just trying to see if anything compares to that. But so far, I'm liking this. It's lengthening my lashes quite a bit. Doesn't seem too clumpy. I like it so far. So, first impression would be it's pretty nice. It's pretty lengthening. I have pretty long eyelashes. Doesn't seem to be too clumpy. Don't look spidery. So first impression would be pretty good. I think it's pretty comparable to the Essence. I'll wear it all day and kind of see how I feel after that. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off because it's getting long. I'm gonna put my lipstick on. I'm gonna straighten my hair a little bit for my alteration appointment. And then I'm gonna come back and do another video later on when I go to dinner with my friends because I'm gonna curl my hair using a new curling iron. Normally I use like a 1.5 inch barrel and it kind of makes loose beachy waves, but they haven't really been like holding up very long. They'll be kind of, by the end of the day, it's like, so I got a 3/4 inch barrel, which is definitely tighter, and I'm gonna try to curl my hair, maybe brush it out to make it a little looser and kind of see how my curls hold up to that. But since this video is already kind of lengthy, I'm going to do that in a separate video. But I will be back in just a minute with my change of clothes on and lips done and hair straightened, at least for my appointment, and then we'll curl my hair later this evening. Okay, I'll be back with you shortly. Hey guys, I'm back for a little check-in. I just straightened my hair a little bit and put lipstick on, and I don't want to straighten my hair too much because I'm going to come back and do my curling video with my new curling iron here. But here's my eyes. So far, I think I like the new mascara. I'll wait and see how it is at the end of the evening to see if I still approve, but it's pretty lengthening and pretty volumizing, and I think it's a pretty good mascara so far. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this video because I'm running short on time like I always do, and then I'm gonna come back later before I go to dinner with my friends and curl my hair with you with this new Babyliss Pro 3/4 barrel curling iron. I usually use the 1.5 inch, and it just seems like my curls haven't been holding very long, and I think it might be too big because my hair's not that long, at least not right now until I get extensions. But until my next video, I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye. Hey guys, I figured I'd pop back on. I actually just did an updated video to my curling video about what I thought of my curls, but then I forgot that I did try the new Nikkia Joy face powder and the mascara, the new raving anti-gravity Milani mascara from TikTok that I see everywhere. But anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick review on that since I did these videos on the same day. But I do like the powder. I'm not greasy, I'm not oily, I don't feel like I needed to put any more on or touch it up anymore. Does it perform better than my tried and true $5 to $6 Wet n Wild translucent powder? It's very similar. I believe it's very similar, but you got $5 to $6 and about $34 So it is a huge difference. So I will probably save this for more special events. And then I'll use this more of an everyday powder, but they perform very similarly. So if you're on a budget, absolutely Wet n Wild. But if you want to go a little bit higher price, and I can't really see what is that much better about this one. I like it. I think it performed well. I've been wearing it for hours and hours and hours, all day long, all night, and I think my makeup still looks pretty darn good, and I don't look greasy, and I have not touched up or anything. So it held up pretty well, but it's very comparable, so just a huge price difference. And I do like the mascara. I feel like it looks pretty good even at the end of the day. Sometimes it kind of wears off, kind of clumps up, but it didn't do that. So, again, very comparable to my favorite Essence Lash Princess. They're both inexpensive. I believe this one cost me $9 or $10, and this one's like $5 or $6. But both really good mascaras, and I highly recommend them both. So I just wanted to come back in and do a little update on my makeup after I just did a little update on what I thought of my new curling iron. So till the next video, good night.